Hello, I'm Álex, and I invite you to step into a world of vengeance, secrets, and relentless determination. Join me on a journey as I unveil the chilling motives behind my quest for justice in the gripping drama of Who Killed Sara? It's a tale of tragedy, betrayal, and the unwavering pursuit of the truth. Buckle up, because the ride is just beginning. The first chapter is all about me, Álex, and why I'm so hell-bent on revenge. It's a glimpse into the burning rage that's consumed me, driving me to dedicate my entire life to this mission. We start with a boat party, a bunch of reckless young adults soaking up the sun, drowning their senses in alcohol and drugs. Then there's Sara, using the paraglider. But things take a dark turn when it starts malfunctioning. She screams, pleading for them to stop the boat, but Rodolfo just floors it. The paraglider falls apart, strapping tearing away, and she plunges into the water from a terrifying height. As the scene shifts, I wake up in my cold prison cell. You see, I'm a man on a mission, even in here, working out with a singular purpose. My lawyer drops by to tell me my sentence has been reduced for good behavior, and I'm getting released. I can't help but ask if the Lascano family knows I'm getting out. I'm on high alert, always. I want you to know right away that I'm on a mission, and there's no turning back. Flashbacks take us back to the day Sara died, and I got slapped with a 30-year sentence. I begged Rodolfo for help, as those court security officers dragged me away. Fast forward to today, when I returned to the family home. I remember the day the police came for me, the worry etched into my mother's face. I remember how Sara and I used to have an incredible sibling bond before everything went south. I visit their graves in the present day, apologizing for what I'm about to do. After what they did to my sister and mother, I find a deposit box left for me, filled with cash and other resources. I'm convinced Rodolfo Lascano killed my sister and sabotaged that paraglider, making it look like an accident. It wasn't just negligence. The entire family was in on it, and I consider them all accomplices. Flashbacks reveal that Cesar Lascano wanted me to take the fall because he wants his son Rodolfo to take over their empire someday. It wasn't a mistake. Ramps up as I set my revenge plans in motion. We shift to Rodolfo's CEO appointment ceremony, something his father had yearned for all his life. Cesar Lascano gets jittery, knowing I'm out of jail, and he orders tight security at the event. Suddenly, every screen in the casino broadcasts a live feed of me, pouring my heart out about Sara and the never-ending nightmare I've lived since her death. I send a chilling warning to Cesar, Mariana, and Rodolfo. They won't enjoy another peaceful night's sleep. I firmly claim that Sara was murdered and make it clear that I'm not the same fool they put behind bars 18 years ago. I even cheekily congratulate Rodolfo on his new position. The event descends into chaos, leaving Elisa puzzled about what I meant. Rodolfo rushes to my place, but I mimic a gun with my hand, pretending to fire at him. Then, out of nowhere, I receive an anonymous text from someone claiming to know I'm innocent, and that Rodolfo is also a victim. Flashbacks replay Rodolfo shouting "I love you" to Sara as she paraglides. It's a tough pill to swallow, realizing Rodolfo might actually be innocent. And then, gunshots shatter the tranquility of my house, forcing me to hit the ground. There's plenty of backstory in Who Killed Sara in this thrilling revenge drama. Now that the story has established a base for revenge, Bad People delves into the culpable family, making for a more intriguing chapter because each member has their own quirk. After intense events, the head of the family, Cesar, is fretting and wants to deal with the Álex problem immediately. He asks one of his men to do what they have to do. Elisa hops into a taxi and tells the driver to follow Rodolfo. She witnesses a couple of men using their rifles to terrorize my house. In the ensuing confrontation, I end up in a fight and eventually get knocked out. The attackers leave, believing they've sent a clear message. Elisa enters the house searching for me and stumbles upon photos on the wall and footage of her own family. Her curiosity drives her, even though she's taking a significant risk by getting so close to me. However, she remains composed, leaving the audience to wonder if she's an outcast from the family, and possibly an ally in the making. Elisa takes me to the hospital, and when I regain consciousness, she introduces herself as Maria. We don't exchange our last names. She offers to testify on my behalf regarding the attack on my house, claiming it was pure coincidence she was nearby. As I leave the hospital, memories of the despair I felt upon learning of my sister's death come flooding back. I discover that my anonymous sender calls themselves Diane the Huntress. She shows me a video recorded from my day of sentencing at court. She was there. Flashbacks show how Caesar told me what to say about the parachute and how I was at fault. He claimed my sacrifice would save my mother's life. I got angry at Caesar, but he responded by telling me to prove I'm ready for prison. Caesar genuinely believed everyone was a winner with this arrangement. Mariana was more sympathetic and told me she sees me as a son. In the courtroom, the judge claimed that I killed my sister because my friend Rodolfo Lascano impregnated her. They had found a motive. Elisa visits Rodolfo at work and wants to know what happened with Sara and me. She describes the men who went to my house and shot it up. She warns that I have photos and video footage of the family. Elisa is worried about the threat to the family and she wants the truth and asks Rodolfo if he murdered Sara. Caesar conveniently walks in and stops the conversation. Caesar threatens Elisa to freeze her bank cards. As Elisa leaves, she's confused as to why the family cannot answer questions and makes me look innocent. The story brings an intriguing outlier of the family. Tension spills over with Cesar and Rodolfo. They disagree on the handling of me. Rodolfo raises how none of this would have happened if his father kept his promises. Caesar calls Sara a wahia, and tempers boil over. Flashbacks show Mariana watching his son and friends try to revive Sara from a distance. She seems annoyed and throws a knife into the water and rings someone saying she will handle it herself.